Good people of Cherokee County, across the world, from London to the Bay. It's Matt and Todd Show, baby. We are live in the house.
Good. Cold today, isn't it?
Man, it is cold today. Guys, we got a whole bunch of stuff to talk about, from some basketball, Cedar Bluff game I went over to earlier back last week. Mm-hmm. We had some games yesterday. College stuff. Let's see, coaches and all the new coaches that Auburn is going to be bringing on. I mean, it's going to be some type of real trio of games.
Bunch of them?
Yeah, they got a lot of new coaches, got a lot of cool stuff going on. So,
let me check and see.
Without any further ado,
I'm thinking,
and also college bowl games. We'll go over them.
There's some on today, right?
No,
none today.
So y'all hang on. NFL. We'll be right back. All right, here we go. We're back. Thank everybody for dropping by the Matt and Todd Show. Dean Show 169. We're rocking right along, and we appreciate all our fans. We gained over 70 fans last month.
Yeah, I know. I saw that post. That's a lot.
I think we've added
$2,000 now.
2,200. It's almost 2,300. On YouTube, we've probably added 20 people on our YouTube channel just in the past couple of weeks.
Wow.
Things are moving right along, guys. So we got plenty of news to talk about. Local basketball action. We'll get into that, like I said earlier, and bowl games.
I got the bowl games. College.
Some that we've picked so far, we've been pretty good on. We'll talk a little college basketball.
I'm not doing too good.
3 and what? 3 out of 5.
I've got 3 out of 8.
Dang. Come on, man.
Nobody's upsetting nobody.
We're taking Vegas, man. We're going.
Deion did get upset.
Well, yeah, that. And they went to overtime. They fought as best they could.
Do you think some of the distraction hurt them?
Well, that's what I was worried about. I made that comment during the show. We picked Deion to win, but with the back and forth, because he's been flying back and forth from Colorado. I mean, he's sold out to try to do both. That's just the kind of guy he is.
I heard they were mad at him down there. I mean, that's an obvious move up. Well, no offense to Jackson State.
There's going to be people mad. When anybody's doing good, there's always haters. It's just how it is.
You got to move up to the big show.
It's just the way it is. And since we've been on, we shared the news Tuesday that Coach Leach had passed away at age 61. What a character.
He was, and I got to admit, I can't act like I was now that he's gone. I wasn't a huge fan.
Yeah,
I obviously didn't want nothing to happen.
I want him to die.
I gotten to where he gotten a little better, he seemed like. He gotten a little funnier.
I can share what little bit of history that I know of him. In the later 80s, late 90s, mid 90s, him and Coach Mums at Kentucky started the air raid offense.
Right.
And that's kind of where it originated. And some of the other coaches have come on and talked about him, and just to say what kind of guy he was, that he was eccentric.
Pretty good guy, though.
High IQ. And that's, you could tell.
Right.
Not that other head coaches, other callers, not smart too, but he was just on a different level. He thought about football in a unconventional type of way, and it showed by his play calling.
Yeah. They wasn't that bad. But, the running back left, it was good. And he's like, dude, just run the ball.
Yeah.
He was tired of it.
But the quarterback Couch that was at Kentucky during that time.
Tim Couch, yeah. That's what he did.
He said,
times a game, 50.
Yeah, he said, when he come in and told me I'm going to throw it 50 times a game, I was like, okay. Man, that's a quarterback's dream, I guess, right? I mean, you throw the ball a lot. But the running backs were like, man,
they've been good on defense. He's kind of proved that. A lot of people will say you run that kind of offense, your defense is going to be horrible.
Well, they wasn't bad this year.
They were never bad on defense the whole time he was there.
They played Alabama a good game. I mean, Alabama
always did.
Kind of the standard, I guess. You set the mark, too. If you can play them good, you're pretty good.
Yeah.
So Well, hey, look, man, we're here, and it's almost Christmas, and Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to everybody. And it 'tis the season to give, and the wife is trying to come up with some stuff. We've got another family that we've got in contact with to try to help out. So you can find her on her page at Sylvia McKinney on Facebook or Messenger. And we're just trying to put some stuff together. If you want to, we're trying to maybe get together a list and people could buy gifts. We did that with the last family we did. And good Lord, man, the good Lord spoke and he worked and he moved. We got a trunk full of stuff for this family. I mean, little boys going to get footballs, and it's going to be a good Christmas for a particular family. So we got another family that we're trying to help too. So God's good and he's going to work and it's going to be fine.
Oh, yes, sir.
So speaking about gifts, we did. This is yours.
Man, I didn't wrap his, but this is a good book. I read over it. You'll enjoy that.
I'm an Alabama guy. 100 things Christmas Tide fans should know and do before they die. Are you think I'm gonna die pretty quick?
No, there's player profiles in there.
1979, the Bears last. I do like that. I appreciate it.
Hey, he's trying to tell me to shave.
We got shaving kits, man. The Bear returns.
All right, that is right a good. Oh God,
I gotta have a squash soap, man.
That's good stuff.
Have you got some yet?
Yeah,
you got
some?
Gave
me some before.
Oh, okay. That's
No, I don't right now. I need it.
This is good, man.
It's the best.
Just
thank you, man. I hope you read that. That's just something to read when you're bored.
Yeah, I have plenty of time to read. Especially basketball season's not quite as busy for us as
I love
football
this because
season.
a good razor's terribly hard to find.
Yeah, I don't like a 4. I like a good 5-blade schick.
Yes.
That's usually what I buy.
Thank you, man.
So 'tis the season to give. So people give. And remember what the season's for. The giving, Christ is the one that actually give. And we celebrate his birth, but the giving of his life for you to take all the punishment that we're due, he give us the best gift of an everlasting life. And through Christ we can do that. So let's remember that and not get caught up on all the gifts and stuff.
And went through all he did and didn't say a word.
Yep, and took it and just kind of went on with it because that's what he was sent to do. What a great Savior we serve. So without further ado, I guess we spoke about Coach Leach and Deion. Deion's full-time Colorado now, so let's talk about some local stuff. We hope everybody's having a good day and tune in here with us. I went to Cedar Bluff Asheville game. They all played. That's my first real look at the boys. Man, Bucky and MJ is quite a connection.
MJ's pretty good. Huh?
He is very good. He's mature and he's still young.
Big.
What a player! I made a little special picture for him. You seen? I made the shooting to the stars, a little thing I put together
like
for him.
The way he plays. He's inside. There ain't no inside outside. He's inside.
He's going to drive the lane.
Yes,
they're going to be hard to deal with. 1A region. I don't know who's going. And so
I've seen him shoot 29 free throws in a game. If that tells you how determined he is to get to the paint.
Yeah. Now, the junior high boys play first, and I caught the last of them. Jenkins and Bishop, Langley, and Johnson.
Oh, they're big.
Guys, they're going to be hard to deal with in a year or two.
I think so.
I think
some of them walked in yesterday in the gym, and
Mr. B's boy, he could I thought he could go varsity. I mean, he is rebounding. He is making his place known on the court. Yeah. Mr. B should be very proud of Isaac. He's done a good job.
He's a 9th or 10th?
Yeah, they're 9th or
10th.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to be good.
I think they're 9th graders. I think they're all freshmen.
Wow.
Now, they got a full freshman group. Now, the girls, from Grace to the Vadon girl, Lacey, and then Hayden Cameron, Cannon.
Right. Hayden Cannon,
yes.
Sam and Tian.
Yes, daughter. Dylan's sister.
She's playing good.
Yeah, I think the girls' team's done good, and Coach McGinnis. I know it's kind of weird to call her just Katie, but I don't. I try to call her Coach in front of the players because, just try to keep it all professional.
They've won 7 games.
Look, man, they're playing pretty good.
I mean, in the losses, they lost to Spring Garden.
They all won.
Nobody comes up to you and says, "I can't believe you lost to Spring Garden."
And I got to talk to Nick for a long time from Asheville that we talked. We talked to at the state games.
Did they win that game against Asheville?
All of them won.
Wow.
Yep. They all won by a pretty good amount. It was a good game. Asheville has some shooters, and it's always great to see the guy, the man, the legend, Coach Joe Carpenter.
Oh yeah,
because him and his boys there.
Coach, I forgot about that.
Yeah, and and I've kind of unofficially through myself and through some faculty at Cedar Bluff the gym at Cedar Bluff is now going to be called the Joe. That's why I'm going to hashtag the Joe. So when you see hashtag the Joe, where the game is at Cedar Bluff.
He's had more success there than any coach.
Yeah, it's the house that Joe built. And just kind of, being appreciative of what he done. And of course, Tori and all them played with him and know him and played for him.
Who did Johnny and Tori play for? Coach Howard, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And then Joe, I think Joe took over the boys in 03, 04. I think Brandon Langley,
Yeah, that's
Patrick
about right.
Long, some of them were playing.
A few years after I had gone, yes.
Yeah. But now Howard was the coach the whole
Yes,
time.
when I was there, yeah.
Marty Dixon, then Howard.
Yes, I played for Marty for a year. Man, I knew I didn't.
He's a character.
I knew I didn't want to play basketball because Coach Dixon run that butt.
Did he?
Oh my God, man! Whew. If there was any more running by any other coaches, because I don't know, because I didn't play for them, I don't want none of that.
Really?
The gorilla drills where your hands are out and you go zigzag down. Oh my God!
Yeah.
Whew, I knew I didn't want to do that for much longer.
No, I don't blame you.
So the boys and all played very good. Now, went to see Spring Garden, played at Sandrock up there. The Garden boys did get the win up there. That was the first time I got to see them kind of play. Justice is as advertised, and so is St. Clair, and so is Ben Dale.
Ben Dale, yes.
Wow, these guys, and Badley, he scored some points. He's getting some rebounds and putting them back up.
I think they beat one last night against Spring
They
Garden.
They beat Spring Garden last night, so they're 1-1 now.
That's what I heard. Now tell me if I'm wrong.
And that figures, because that's exactly how this story goes.
Right.
It's a 5-point game, the game I was at Sandrock. And, of course, Jacob's, like we said, is going to get his. But, man, the twins, John and Jacob, really get after the boards. They really play hard. Connor is in there scrapping and fighting. Cam is doing what he does. He's the toughest darn guy for football or basketball. Or probably he would probably wrestle with you on a cornhole board.
Yeah.
Chap and Cam, they just play tough, man.
They're competitors.
They play tough, and it was a good game.
I wonder if they've ever had a game where they just said, "We're beat. It's just packed
No,
in."
I just don't know. I'll never believe that. I will never.
That would be nice to have kids. I mean, a lot of guys don't have that luxury.
No, they don't.
To have a kid, it's going to give 110%.
And I promise you. And Coach Hatch knew it's kind of his first game.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. I like
take over, done a good job with them. And the girls, Spring Garden, they beat Sandrock girls. And, we kind of know that with Ad and Chloe and stuff, with Ace and all the girls they got there in the Kurt, they're really good.
Oh, they're going to be a tough out.
But let me tell you that Coach Bates has got a lot of new young faces. They are feisty. They play scrappy. They get after the board. They're not afraid to dribble in. I like how they play.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
Yeah.
I mean, they will. I mean,
we got a lot of good basketball in the county.
Yeah, I thought Center's girls.
And they did yesterday. They did, didn't they?
I've not seen Gillsville's girls.
The Johnson girl and the Haygood. And
I've not seen Gillsville or Cedar Bluffs girls. But I did see Gillsville's boys. I like the way they play.
Yes, I do. I think Kobe's done a good job.
Get up and down the floor.
I read nothing but good comments. Nothing but good stuff. Let me see if this.
But yes, I was impressed with Center's girls.
Okay, we didn't.
Ella, Garmany,
Hell has lost access to Facebook account, but we got you covered. Click here to reconnect. Let me see. Okay, well, y'all just tell us about some of the games yesterday while I fool with this.
Okay, wait, just some of the basketball.
Yes.
You talking about college?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, at the tournament was it?
Oh, at the tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cedar Bluff did end up beating TCC boys and girls. Center's boys and Hanley had a tight one. What was the final net? 49-46.
Yeah, there was some good games, some pretty close games.
And also Center's girls beat Hanley's girls. Galesville boys played Bremen. The girls lost to Bremen, and the boys lost to Bremen. I think it ended up being 90-70, but it was a good up and down ball game.
Yeah, they come back and hit a ball or hit one and put them within like.
Yeah, they cut that thing to about 7 or 8 one time.
Yeah, and they were pumped. That was cool to see them. Excited. Even though they were down some, they're hitting good big shots and they're playing confident, and Coach Brandon's done a good job.
He has. And now I don't know the matchups now. If Johnny's on or somebody's on, I'm assuming. Okay, you had Bremen's boys won, Center's boys, Sand Rock, and Cedar Bluff. So that's your 4 teams left. So I guess there'll be a Final Four tomorrow evening.
Yeah.
But I don't know the matchup if Cedar Bluff plays Sand Rock or Bremen plays Center.
And this thing is not.
But that's who's left. And on the girls' side, the teams left are Spring Garden, Cedar Bluff, Bremen, and Center. So I think it's the same 4 on both sides.
Yes.
No, it's not. Spring Gardens girls. It's Spring Gardens girls, Cedar Bluffs girls.
Yeah, and is there
Bremen and Center, and on the boys, it's
loser bracket?
Sand
The
Rock.
team that lost.
Yeah, you get to keep play. On the boys' side, it's Cedar Bluff, Sand Rock, Bremen, and Center. Center's got some good paint players, don't they?
Golly, man, yeah, we
Caldwell.
can. Yeah, I made a special picture. I made for the Force
Jalen Wilson.
for Landon. Yeah.
They get to the rim very well.
I'm trying to.
I've noticed some teams over there yesterday having some trouble hitting on those goals, though. I always thought those goals were kind of not hard to score on, but I think they've gotten a little tighter over the years, don't you?
Yeah, it looked that way.
Yeah.
Well, come on here. It's just not going to work.
What's
It
going on?
It won't go on Facebook. It lost connection.
Oh, we can't go on Facebook?
It's on YouTube, and I can't get the password to work right. See if it's on Facebook.
Let me look.
See if it's on there. If we're live on there, because I didn't.
Look.
Oh, for God's
No,
sake.
we are not. Matt and Todd show. No.
I just did this the other day. And it's going to.
We are not. But we are on YouTube, right?
Yeah. Please enter the email or. Well.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, it disconnected like right when I hit. I guess
Yeah, I
I
saw
went go live and.
When did it start doing that again?
I don't know.
You can load this back up to there.
No.
Later?
No, it's hard to put anything on Facebook. They're really hard to I can share it from YouTube, yes.
Right. Take a
Yeah, I was trying to see if it
We
would
need to take a break for a second.
let me get in here. 701917. Let me try this. If it don't work, then I'm just gonna quit fooling with it, and we're gonna do the show.
I don't think it put it in. Oh, there you go.
701.
Technical difficulties. You do 170 shows, you're going to have some. New password.
Let me try this.
New England clam chowder. Nobody's text.
That's not even the right account. Oh boy, that's so weird. Let me try this. I know that's why they a lot of people ain't watching. I guess.
Why? Cause we're not on.
We're
Right?
not on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, I don't want to do that. I want to. It's not going
You
to let
put
me
that
do
we were going on at 5, though, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, it won't let me on the. Well, okay. All right. Anyway, I guess that's that.
So we're not going to be on Facebook today.
I'll have to load it from YouTube later. I just have to load it off of YouTube on the Facebook later.
Okay.
So anyway, yeah. So area tournament stuff will continue Monday.
Right, Monday and Tuesday.
Monday and
will be the
Tuesday. Now Tuesday, I won't. I know I'll be at work most all the day there. I'll be gone running. It'll be a wild day.
I guess
I
that
don't remember to
championship
make it.
game will be 7 o'clock Tuesday night.
Yeah, I'll be able to make it
The 2 championships, one at 6, one at 7:30.
later in the day.
Well, I will say this: they were getting through those games. Everything was running smooth and early.
Very, very.
They were
much so.
30 minutes ahead of schedule. I've never saw that in a
Yeah,
basketball
that
tournament.
didn't happen. That don't happen a lot.
No, that never happens.
Yeah. Okay. So that was the area stuff. Spring Garden, the games I went to, and Cedar Bluff, and yeah, and the matchups will be Monday and Tuesday. Y'all go over and watch them play.
Yeah, yeah.
When I'll be around tomorrow, not as much Tuesday. So we'll be there tomorrow.
And the teams now tomorrow, and it may be Tuesday too. The teams that have lost in the tournament still play. I mean, like if Hanley or Bremen loses,
Yes.
Spring Gardens boys lost, they will still play
Will they play
tomorrow.
Well, would they play Hanley?
They'll play Hanley or Galesville
Yeah.
or I don't know who the other one was that got beat. TCC.
Yeah.
So, and then they may have a championship through that bracket. You know, who will be the
Probably get
third place.
the
winner.
winner out of those after those 2 games, and the other 2 will play each other.
I think that's a good thing about invitations. You get a chance to play 3 games.
Say if Hanley wins, if they play Galesville, and then TCC would play Spring Garden boys.
Yeah.
So you could see
And then the next day they'll just swap.
a Hanley and Spring Garden
Hanley and Spring Garden
matchup to play. The winner,
Yeah.
the winner of them 2 will play the winner of the overall, and that'll be the
Right.
championship maybe,
Yeah.
or so the loser could try to get back in and win it.
Yeah. Possibly. They may be out though. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how they're
I don't
going.
know how. I'd have to ask Johnny. I like the
Yeah.
invitational.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, because it gives people chances.
and Hanley could, man. They got athletes everywhere.
Oh man.
I mean, they got a squad of them. They brought a boy in off the bench, and he was just doing kind of what he wanted to. The bigger guy.
He was good. Number 14.
Yeah, they have.
Oh, and then the heavier guy too. The big lineman.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, he
Yeah.
come in off the bench. He's like down on the end of the bench, and like, man, he just comes in and scored at will.
They had 2 that come off the bench who were very good.
Yeah, I know. The one with the longer hair, he was good too.
Yeah. That was
Yeah, and we complimented Coach Strange. We were kind of leaving as the game was over, and like, man, you got some athletes.
Yeah.
You guys played tough.
And I thought Center played tough.
Yeah, they missed some free throws. That was something that I and Coach Hayes will have them. Turner, he'll have them working on that.
Wilson's impressive. His block shots.
Oh my! How many did he have?
He had at least 5.
5 or
He's
6.
pinning shots on the
On the
backboard.
yeah,
Didn't see him dunk, but I think he
Yeah.
can.
sure. Yeah, him and Caldwell and the other group. From Jack, he's going to make plays happen. Kai's going to run things and bring the ball up the court.
Right.
They got a good squad. They got a lot of length.
Yeah.
Guess how long Cherokee County is?
Yeah.
Them and Sandrock will be a good matchup too.
And I know Cedar Bluff beat TCC. I don't know the dynamics of it, but you'd said obviously Bucky, Dylan, MJ, the Tucker boys
Yes.
scored in double figures. Some Eli McFry. It's a pretty good starting.
Cade
five.
comes off. He comes off the
Cade
bench
comes
and,
off the
and
bench.
plays hard. He'll get a 3 or 2, or he'll get
Does
some rebounds.
Isaac play some with the varsity?
No.
Isaac Bishop. Not right now. He's not.
Yeah, not right now. He's. I done bragged on Isaac. I ain't gonna brag on him more. His head will get too big. That junior high team very impressed with
And
us.
we did talk to Jacob St. Clair yesterday,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he broke the school record for scoring.
He did.
Broke Eddie Norris. There's been some good players out there. You've had Garrett Sharp,
Yep. We talked about
Ralph
him.
Burt, Jason Robinson.
Yeah, Robinson.
You had the Brandon Burt from a few years ago when they kept going to the semifinals. You've had Luke McMeekin, Isaac Mays. I mean, they've just been a load of talent.
For Jacob to do that, that's pretty impressive. And he told us that we were, during the Hanley Center game, we talked to him a little bit, and he wanted us to go into pharmacy. Talking to him and his mom and dad, and I said, well, if you go to Auburn, then that'd be a good place to go.
We kid him a lot about
Yes.
how good he shoots.
Yes.
I think he probably likes it.
Yeah, he's really a quiet, humble. He's a good boy. I've known him since he was little. We all played baseball when we were young together, Just a very humble, respectful, don't have a lot to say. And we're talking to him, and we got interrupted by coach. Well, I ain't going to say coach, not a coach, really, to me. Bowman interrupts us and tells us to shut up. And that kind of started all the melee that you guys may have seen on the court, because he told 2 grown men to shut up. And I should have kicked him out on the floor. But I restrained, and I was the bigger person. And we moved on, and Todd just wanted to know kind of what happened. And he pretty much doubled down on telling him to shut up again. So, it kind of is what it is. We're trying to talk. So if he would worry more about the game that he's coaching and turn around and shut up like I told him to, like during the 3rd period, none of this would have happened. So whatever you've seen, it had nothing to do with nothing but just –
I'll just go on record saying one thing, and that includes today. I have never said anything negative about anything to do with Hanley's football, basketball, or baseball.
How could you?
I apologize, but to this day.
No, yeah, that would. I don't know how that got turned in. That's just a lie. And if Bowman said that, he's a liar.
Yeah.
If you said that, and I'll call you out, and you can see me wherever. I ain't hard to find, but you're a liar, because we were actually, like we were just concluding to, was talking to Jacob about Auburn. And moving on, I'm not going to spend any time on it, because I don't waste time on childish antics from children. So, and he said he wanted to go to Auburn, and we was like, man, that'd be cool. And I'll wear your jersey, but I'm not going to root for the team. I'm not, But I would wear a St. Clair jersey for Auburn. I'll wear it all day.
Definitely.
And that'd be a good move for him. And I hope he could play somewhere. He's a shooter, man. He's a legitimate shooter. And Coach Blackwell does a good job with him. And they practice a lot.
Yeah.
And he plays at
he shoots a lot.
Supreme Courts. He's up there a lot.
I mean, I'm not.
And Caden and all them, they play up, and during the summer, they play a lot.
Jacob may shoot. He may put up 200 or 300 shots a day.
Well, you practice your craft.
Mm-hmm. He's good at it.
Sure. Well, I mean, he set the record at Sandrock, and Sandrock's been known to have some good basketball players.
Yes, very, very, very good.
So congrats to him and setting the record there. And also Caden, he had 1,000 points there last week.
1,000 too.
Yep. Because congrats to them.
2,000 and 1,000.
He got 1,000. Both of them do.
Unless
that's a good record.
I don't know. I mean, Jacob said he broke Eddie's record at 1850. 1850.
That's a lot, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so congrats to both the guys. And we look forward to seeing them play more ball, and we'll be over tomorrow, and we'll get to see them play more. Maybe, I'm sure we won't be interrupted anymore by any ludicrous antics by
the other side.
By immature
I'm going to sit behind any teams, because I don't want to be.
I'll sit where I want to, and nobody's going to tell me, and he won't never tell me to say or do anything, because it's a free country. And we're trying to talk to children and talk to them about their careers. And to be interrupted.
Second time in my life that I've had somebody say something to me. The other time I was 8. A guy told me to quit laughing.
Yeah, to shut up. You don't tell grown men to shut up. Pay attention to the game you're coaching, and worry about that, okay? And maybe you can, and if that bothers you, maybe you need to thick skin a little bit or get out of coaching. Maybe it's not the thing for you. So
I'm over it. But I'll just say I wasn't real happy.
Spend no time on that, because it's just silly. But you tell grown men to shut up, and he did during the game.
During the game.
Right in the middle of the game. Like, that was more important than what was going on. A good game. And you're taking away from the kids, and that's what we don't want to do that, or I'd have kicked him out on the floor out of his cheer. But we're here to highlight kids, and that's what we do, and that's what I'll always do. And if I'd done that, it would have taken away from them, and that's not fair to them. He chose to highlight himself. I didn't, and you waited till after the game. So that's the end of it. All right. What you gonna do?
It ain't even worth talking about.
No. Message, comment, whatever you need to do, whatever makes you feel good. Auburn football. With all the talk of Coach Prime, Auburn's just got a little overlooked in their football program.
Yeah.
No talk about. They did just hire a new coach, a good coach. The coach that I felt like that a lot of people wanted.
I don't hear nothing about him.
Nothing anymore.
Except Tank going.
Yeah. So let Big Matt here. Y'all just snuggle in there on a cold day and get your blankets there and your hot cocoa, and check out some Auburn football updates. The idea of them hiring some new coaches is what they really wanted to do, and they really wanted to have some quality coaches that's had experience, and that's what Auburn did. I wrote the word here, experience.
And that was a lot of stuff with Cadillac. It wasn't personal.
No, absolutely not. He's great, and he's still there, and he's listed as a
associate.
Yeah,
which means basically he's going to have a ton of responsibility.
He's great for the program. Cadillac needs to be a good.
I don't think they even consider
good, godly man, and that's what what you want.
Then he was never going to go anywhere anyway.
No,
he was not offended by the Freeze hire.
All the fans wanted them to hire him as head coach, but I don't think he put a lot of light to that. He was like, guys, I mean, come on, I have 0 head coach experience.
Well, he's almost like the type, whatever. If God will for me to be the head coach, I'll be the head coach.
And that's the way it should be. Yeah, always put God first in everything you do, and everything will work out.
If it's not, then I won't be.
Yeah.
But he seemed completely on board. But no, I've not heard other than Tank leaving.
Okay, offensive coach Philip Montgomery. He was the O coach with Art Briles at Houston and at Baylor. Wow. He worked with RG3. This is the kind of guy you're gonna have. He was head coach at Tulsa for 8 years. Coach Montgomery. So he's definitely got a good track record here. Sound like a fast-paced, high-scoring, working with RG3, that type of atmosphere in Tulsa. That kind of football they played. They had a good season this year. They would have been They would have been 12 in the 12-team playoff this year. They would have played Bama if we would have had.
Tulane. Yeah.
I mean Tulane.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was great. You play USC.
Yes, that's going to be a good game. And we'll get in our bowl picks in a minute. All right, defensive coach. I like a little bit more about him. I wrote a little more on him. Coach Ron Roberts, Delta State and Southeastern Louisiana head coach, worked with Randa the past few years, and he led the country in scoring.
Wow.
Okay, for scoring for defense. Golden at Bama was his defensive coach. There's another tree. And at Southeast Louisiana. Patrick Toney, who's at Florida, and at Carl Scott, who's at the Seahawks now. So these are some guys that he worked with.
Okay.
Big names for him to work with. And Aranda has his defense at Delta State in 2007. They won 4 conference championships in 5 years and Division II title in 2010.
Aranda does a good job to me. I think
so. These guys you can see here
we're a good staff.
From these names here, just circle those names.
Well, you know what's next, though, don't you?
Briles, Aranda, and Freeze calling offense too.
Yeah, and you got to get them players in there though, and I think they will.
And that's it. Keys to recruiting: Bama, Georgia, LSU. Those are the guys that he's got to go against.
I wish the best for Auburn, but I think they're headed in the right direction. I will say.
Yeah, with that list of, maybe I shouldn't throw that away. And keep that for later.
I mean, I'm not 100% sure I know that most of the Auburn fans are glad they got rid of
Harsin,
but I mean,
he just didn't
recruit. He wasn't even there long.
He just didn't recruit. Wasn't a good recruiter. And he just wouldn't go in living rooms and sit down with the players, and that's just kind of it is what it is.
Right.
That's just part of it, I guess. Mississippi State, Dean. We talked about Leach passing.
Yeah.
Lots of prayers and thoughts for his family. It's right here at holidays too. You lose your dad. Christmas time.
How many kids did he have?
I don't know. He had several kids. He had an island like in Key West.
Oh, really?
And he was big into this. He wore a coin around his neck. And Feinbaum had talked about an interview he had and how he was big into that. That's where the pirate ship come from. Because he liked to scuba dive.
Oh, that's where all that comes.
Yes.
Somebody was asking me why they called him the pirate.
Hunting treasure. That's what he loved to do. That was his passion.
They thought he looked like Vince Gill. They actually thought Vince Gill passed away the other day. He had gotten to where he was having a better rapport with the media.
Yeah.
Cutting up more.
His SEC Media Day, I covered it live, went here, and it was very – he come out and answered all the questions and then said, do you have any questions? And they didn't have a whole lot.
And really my reasons for not liking him were just basically coaching reasons. But the offense, I don't like the offense. I don't think it works in the long run. Mm-hmm. But, he knows better than I do. He's a college head coach. I coach in middle school. And, but it just seems like an odd choice to.
Well, his play sheet's
to run.
Like this big, But it's always, when you go to Kentucky Film, him and Mom's up there. Mm-hmm. They said, you don't need to complicate it. Why you make things overcomplicated?
You just run this. He chunked it.
Man, he throw the ball.
He was not big on running it.
Now, Zach Arnett is their new coach. They give him a 4-year deal, paid him a bunch of money. Yeah. That's good for him and his family. He's the guy from there. The players like it. They're fired up. They are ready to go to Tampa, Florida, at the pirate ship. Ain't that kind of weird? The Buccaneers.
Hard for
and
Illinois to beat them.
And him being the pirate ship guy, and they're playing at the stadium there for the Tampa Bay Pirates.
Change that pick. They're going to be pretty motivated. Illinois, who I don't think
I know. I didn't pick. I would never pick them. I wouldn't care if he was there. He's got a good team, and now they're fired up. They said we are really excited to play this game for Coach.
Wow, that'd be hard to beat.
They ain't nobody. He said one of the linemen said, "Promise, they ain't nobody opting out of this game. We're all ready to go."
The only reason Illinois is so good on defense,
they are,
and usually teams that are good on defense don't have trouble with. What, Mississippi State?
But they're common opponents that they've played against.
Not even close. Well, I mean, I know Illinois nearly beat Michigan.
Yeah. I think Mississippi State's got some good athletes. They got some good guys.
I think they'll be favored in the game.
Yeah.
Not by much. Might be a good matchup.
Now,
these bowl guys know what they're doing.
Well, National Signing Day, Dean, coming February 1st. The AD went to Auburn. Yes, just a thing saying it was open. The AD's at Auburn, got no head coach. Well, they do. They went ahead and hired him. But here's some names just to kick around for podcast sensibility here. Mel Tucker, Michigan State. Maybe. Dan Quinn from the Cowboys. Shane Steffen, the OC at the Eagles. D'Amico Ryans, DC at the 49ers.
D'Amico, play for Alabama.
Kellen Moore, OC at Dallas again.
Well, they're having a good year.
Eric Bieniemy, OC coach at KC. Ken Dorsey, OC coach at the Bills. These are people that, and not just for Mississippi State, but hey, if your team is looking for coaches, these are some names.
I did not know Ken Dorsey. He was Miami's quarterback on that 0-1. When not Ray Lewis, but Ed Reed.
Yeah.
No, was it Ed? Yeah, Ed Reed, Jonathan Vilma, all that bunch.
He's the OC at the Bills. Leftwich, everybody knows Leftwich at Tampa Bay.
No.
These are some names now. Y'all put them on your list there. Matt House at LSU. Barry Odom at Arkansas.
Good coach.
DJ Durkin at A&M. Bill O'Brien at Bama. Monken, Todd at Georgia. And then Alex Grinch at USC. He's a defensive coach. And Jeff Grimes at Baylor, he calls offense still.
So they're starting to think all these guys are going to have head jobs this year.
No, I do.
You think every one of them will?
No.
Most of them.
No, but this is a list of guys I would want to go. I'm going to call all these men.
No, I mean, what I would say is
this list is just mine made up. I just made that list up from
I think
coaches.
Some of them, I wouldn't be shocked a bit if Ken Dorsey, Kellen Moore.
Those are some guys you used to call. If your college football team is looking for some coaches, I think that list is solid.
That's good. Dan Quinn, great coach. Monken, I agree with that 100%. That he's fixing to be a head coach.
So these are names from
I don't know about O'Brien.
Old Uncle Matt here, and I'll lay them right down here.
O'Brien's not well liked by the Bama faithful, but it's not like he may have had a tougher job than we thought.
Tell us about some college b-ball. What's been happening? We was trying to get some scores during the game too before we was rudely interrupted by Bowman there, and was trying to get scores about the Bama and Houston game, and. Well, it's just trying to carry on conversation. Obviously, he wanted to get in on the conversation. I guess he didn't want to coach that day.
Never did. We'll know what that was about.
So, Bama was playing Gonzaga. And the game was close, and it was going back and forth. And Caldwell's father, as we were trying to carry on conversation with him some and watch the game, that some people obviously didn't want to watch the game. They wanted to talk, I guess. But Bama didn't come through on the finish the game.
They got beat.
They played close.
90.
But that's not bad. I mean, Gonzaga.
Well, here I've got top 10 pretty much. Purdue, who we number one in the country, beat Davidson. Not bad, 69-61. They're led by Zach Edey, who's just
I like him.
A freak.
Yeah.
Number 2, Virginia got upset by Houston, who Alabama beat the other day, 69-61. They were ranked number 5. Number 3, UConn, who's still not lost, won by 22. Number 4, Alabama got beat by number 15, Gonzaga. Look at this, Matt. Number 9, Arizona beat Tennessee, 75-70. What a game that was. Tennessee's always got a good basketball team.
Yeah.
They do. I mean, Indiana, Kansas, 8-14. Kansas 8. Indiana, first time they've been ranked in a while. Kansas won that 84-62. Number 10, Arkansas. beat Bradley 76-57, and Matt, last but not least, number 13 Kentucky lost to number 16 UCLA 63-53. Bradley 76-57, and Matt, last but not Is that on Facebook?
No, I was just making sure it was running on there.
Oh,
everything's rocking on.
What do you think about UCLA? Still got the.
Well, they got dudes,
point
man.
guard.
Yeah.
You know, he's known for his hair.
Yes.
But he's a good player.
Man, I like
he
watching him.
He shouldn't just be known for his hair.
No, he should be known for his basketball, dribbling, handling, like Bob Cousy-esque.
Yeah, I mean, they beat Kentucky by 10. The SEC had a tough day. Tennessee lost, Alabama lost, and Kentucky lost. But Arkansas did win. Arkansas's got a good program.
Yeah.
And Auburn, too. Auburn does, too.
Yes. How's the top 10 looking? Are they kind of... Is it updated any?
No. As of yesterday, the top 10 was...
Alabama was 4? Were they 4?
Well, see, they're going to drop. Purdue's going to stay at 1.
Okay.
Houston's going to move back up. UConn's going to be number 2. Houston 3. Alabama won't drop out. Virginia's going to drop to about 5. Alabama 6. Arizona's going to move up. Tennessee may drop to about 9. Kansas, obviously, and Arkansas. And that's probably going to be your top 10. So I'm assuming it's going to be Arkansas, Kansas, Arizona, Tennessee. That's 4. Alabama still 5. UConn, Houston, Virginia, Purdue. And Auburn will be moving in there pretty soon.
Yeah, they got a good squad. Coach Pearl and, like we said earlier, if Jacob wants to go be pharmacist, that'd be Auburn would be a good.
Jacob's a spot shooter now. I could see a college coach saying, "Look, let's just get this guy out here. We run a pick for him. Let's see if he can knock this down. He don't have to rebound. He don't have to run the floor with these guys. Because you get freaky basketball players." And I'm not taking nothing away from Jacob, but
running
Jacob
down
don't
the floor,
have the size
that crossover 6'9" guy
to play a D1. He don't have, but
he can spot up and shoot the ball. I mean, there's guys that are 6 foot tall, and he's taller than 6 foot.
Yeah,
I mean, he's 6'3" easy.
I don't understand basketball. I mean, you say, well, you got to be big to play it, but then you'll turn on the TV and there's a 5'10" guy that weighs 170 pounds dominating for Gonzaga. I'm telling you, and y'all think we're foolish and just carrying on.
No.
St. Clair shoots that good.
Go watch him play.
He shoots that good. Me and Hatcher talked about that. Now, you're not stopping him.
If he gets an open look, that little pop shot he was doing down there up at San Rock the other night. Mm-hmm. I guess, what are you gonna call it on the block? 5 foot and to the left of the free throw line.
Yeah,
like 5 foot up and to the left. He hit it every time.
He's
in his face, jumping with him. Not glass, just net, just jump shot, bam.
He's one of the states all time. He's in the top 10 in the state in 3-point percentage and free throw percentage. Mm-hmm. Career. We're not talking about in a year.
Yes, don't foul him.
No, you might as well just give him 2. You might as well.
So that's going to be...
I can't imagine nothing worse than beating Sandrock by 1 point in a state championship game and fouling him on the 3. Talk about a nightmare.
That's 3.
More than likely.
Yeah. 80% chance is 3, 90% chance is 2 out of the 3, right?
Oh, God. Yeah. Yeah. He's fantastic. And, I know you're like, boy, good God.
Well, y'all
go
watch him play.
What in the world has he done for y'all? I mean, y'all are promoting him. Yes,
no,
we are.
Well, he's a good ball player, and that's what he's going to do is play basketball.
He's a real life sharpshooter.
He's a good kid, and I've known him since he was a little boy, and it's good people. So,
but I do think I'm carrying on that we were talking about Sandrock and them in Spring Gardens matchups. I think that Hatcher's going to have a good team on his hands.
Oh, yeah.
With the Welshes and Bates.
Man, look,
Pope.
John and Jacob is going to be that's a mess.
What are
you going to do with them?
Yeah,
and then you got your other guys. Then you got Connor running around there, and then you got Chap running around. Then Cam's coming down through there. Don't get in front of him because he's going to lay it up. If we're in his way or not, it's going to be for him. He's going to.
I expect him.
He's not backing down.
Good. They will lose a couple of games, but I wouldn't count on it being a whole lot.
Mm-mm. Yeah, for 2A for Sandrock, nice run. 1A for Spring Garden, they're going to make a nice run too.
Yes.
And 1A girls? Who? I don't know.
Crown them.
Some private school they'll have to run up on some private school somewhere. late. I mean, like Jacksonville, Birmingham.
And it happens unless they was just completely just lay an egg, and I don't think that will happen.
Mm-mm.
I mean, the only time they've been beaten the last few years is by Pisgah, who's never gets beat.
Yeah, and they lost their big girl this year too.
Oh, they did finally.
Yeah. Now Tinker's still there. She's a scrappy baller.
Yeah, they're another level.
Coached so what? Good coaching, like Coach Rat. They coach well. They work hard at their craft, and they're proud of what they do. They're going to tell you, hey, Spring Garden girls, we play basketball. Pisgah girls, we're basketball players.
Yeah, slightly. Slightly.
And I can't wait to see the Spring Garden girls softball. It's coming. Won't be long, guys. And I'm curious. Coach Crane at Cedar Bluff always had a scrappy softball squad. I'm curious to see how that, because he lost some. Mm-hmm. So I'm curious to see how that's, Miss Mandy helps, and I'm curious about that. And of course, Miss Welch at Spring Garden, those girls she's gonna have them ready.
Oh yeah.
And Sandrock, man, Coach Bates, good gracious, man, he's got some home run knockers.
I like Coach Bates.
I mean, Josh, they're coaching the softball.
Oh yeah.
I mean, geez, we're excited about our county softball coming in, and because I like softball, it's fun to watch. So.
You mean move on to the
college stuff, Dean. We had let me mention this first.
I'm not doing good on my ball.
Before we get off,
I'm very upset.
I'll mention this one first.
Okay.
Southern Miss 38-24 over Rice. Mm-hmm. Frank Gore Jr. 329 yards, 3 touchdowns, FBS records, school records, bowl setting something. And if you're our age or if you're 40 at least or so, Frank Gore is.
Oh yeah. Probably still playing, isn't he?
No,
but he did play forever.
If you're 30 something, But if you're younger, you probably don't. Mm-hmm. Dude, trust me, go watch the film on Frank Gore. Machine.
Oh, good.
And he said last night, he's on the sideline there with his boy. He's like, man, he's better than me. I was like, boy, he sure does look good.
Southern Miss.
Yes. Wow. And they're moving, conferences. They're going to play JSU and all them's moving up. So. So I had to mention Southern Miss. Congratulations to them. The former home of Walter Payton, and is that right? And
I think he played at Jackson. Brett Favre.
And Jerry Rice. He played it.
He played somewhere in Mississippi. Where did Jerry? I don't know if he played there. No, he played a small school. He played Mississippi Valley.
Valley, yes.
Well, because they said they had a terrible locker room. Remember that?
Yeah.
It's like a high school locker room.
Yeah.
I mean, like a bad high school locker room.
Talking about bad, Dean, tell us why the Gators only got 3 points against my Beavers.
I'm assuming that because Anthony Richardson didn't play.
But he don't play defense. 30?
That's true, too. 30-3. Oregon State, which we knew Oregon State was good. But I did not expect this lopsided. Florida just did not have a good game. Oregon State's on fire, though. They beat Oregon.
He threw 165 yards in the game. He was 12 for 19. That's all he needed to do.
Many yards. I was talking about Oregon State.
Yeah.
That's all they had to do.
Yeah.
Oregon State 30-3.
They run for 107, by the way. Fenwick.
They didn't have to do a whole lot, did they?
Florida just.
How many yards did Florida have?
I didn't even look. It wasn't even worth looking at.
It
couldn't have been over 300 total.
Oh, no. Matt, some other scores. UAB beat Miami, Ohio.
Yes,
I
UAB.
expected that.
Yep, UAB defense. Troy played a great defensive game.
Did not expect that. I thought Texas San Antonio would beat them.
Troy's got some dudes.
I'm completely shocked that Louisville beat Cincinnati like they did.
No, Cincinnati. Well, I mean, coaches changing. Louisville was rocking, man. At the end of the year, they're kind of like Oregon State,
They've really come on.
Yes, I like Louisville to get that one. And Fresno State,
Washington, wow,
beat the Bulldog. The Bulldog 29-6.
29-6. BYU beat SMU 24-23. I thought that would be a good game.
And I called 1 point game. Sometimes you're just lucky.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm just lucky.
Boise.
Yeah,
35-32 over North Texas. I expected that to be not as good a game.
I watched a lot of that one. Fell asleep. It was so late. Now, the time we got in, and I got pictures. I fooled with some of that.
And man, I've lost 8. I've lost the Troy game. I lost Cincinnati. I lost Washington State. I lost BYU and SMU. I mean, it's just awful what I'm doing. I'm doing awful. And for some reason, I picked Rice.
Yeah, I don't know what you was thinking on that one.
I mean, Rice didn't even have a winning record. They were the only team in.
The Rice and the Washington State picks you had, I was like, well, maybe he knows something I don't.
I don't know. Well, you got to pick upset. But apparently,
No, Fresno
Not this
and Southern Miss. I'd like to see them play. Can we get that game going? The winners of the
Fresno
Halaloka Bowl
finishing 9-4.
and the Meineke Advanced Auto Parts Oil Change Bowl. Can we get can we get them to play?
I didn't watch much of them though. I got to be honest.
I watched the Southern Miss. Watched a lot of that one.
The
And
Troy game was good.
and a lot
I
of
did
the-
watch a little bit.
the Boise game. We were busy Saturday. I was gone. I worked and to come in like literally change clothes. Seeing Coach Nelson at Jack's with the girls. I literally come in, change shoes, and grab my camera.
Yeah.
I went out the door
Caught
and
good food over there, wasn't it?
And we went to Cedar Bluff to the Invitational there, and before 10, I'm there, and we go in, and oh my gosh, hats off, Miss Brown, Cedar Bluff, and Russell, all the teachers, everybody, Tori, and everybody put all that together. Coach
That's
McCorder, good job over there, guys. We can't wait to get over there tomorrow. The soup, cornbread, they had peanut brittle.
Yeah.
Somebody
Spicy crackers.
made peanut brittle.
Good. It's a good hospitality, Rick.
The best I've ever seen. And I'm not just saying that because it's at our school.
It was good.
Fantastic. Super job. And Miss Brown works relentlessly behind the scenes to do a lot of stuff. And Coach Amoson and Bunch will tell you very quickly, she gets it. She gets it done.
Well thought of.
And her son played. He had a pretty good game in the junior high game. I got a good picture of him, kind of Michael Jordan's kind of. He was jumping out there for a layup. So that's about it, and we've been on for almost an hour. It's about what we thought we could get.
Well, we got one more thing to go on.
All
All-State.
Oh yeah, you got the names of.
Names All-State guys.
I've shared a lot of them on Facebook already.
Oh, have you already?
Centers list and
Landon Ransom.
Cedar Bluff.
Of course, Tay Diamond, Jack Amos. All these guys made first team. Jack, Landon.
Tristan Brown and Jake.
I think Tristan was second. Jack was first. Zach Gaylor was an All-State pick.
Ransom,
and Diamond, Amos, Corneo, obviously, first team. Other guys from around that made it that we probably don't, that aren't in the county.
Mathis from Spring Garden.
That's from Spring. I just thought they would have
Yeah,
one.
we got to say something about them. How?
Pope and Bates. Not even honorable
I mean,
mention. I don't know how that goes.
Connor.
I don't understand.
He was running for
1,200 yards and led the team in tackle.
They had one bad game, and his bad game wasn't against Coosa. It was against Wadley.
He had 180 yards against Coosa.
How do you not get all? I don't know how that worked. Coach Howard, we'll start a protest letter up. I don't know how that happened.
Well, I mean, Chappell had 900 rushing and 800 passing. He starts on defense and runs back punts.
Now I know John because he don't get to run the ball a lot, but just wait. Next year you'll see John a lot more.
And then, we're obviously proud of the Williams boy.
Yes,
But,
and Jacob,
for that to be the only one,
dude, he's an animal over there on the. I mean,
I don't understand. But we're not meant to understand everything.
and we're a little bit homers because we love our county,
Well, and from Galesville, Keelan Higgins, and Briley Mitchell, which we were not shocked by that, and from Cedar Bluff, Dylan Kennard.
Kennard.
Second. I think he was second.
Yep, Kennard.
I think Briley and him were second and third, or honorable mention, maybe second. Mm-hmm. But, we're proud of them.
Yeah.
And, I don't think Sandrock, I thought Ace might have. Sandrock had dealt with a lot of injuries.
And like when one will get better, then this one will be out.
Yeah.
Then you'd get him back, then Nate was weak, then he was out. And by the middle of the season, Coach Sheets just dealing with half of a team. I went over there during the week for practice for 5. There's kids sitting everywhere, like bad ankles. He's hurt his shoulder. He had to bring junior high guys over just to have people to help block, so you could run a play from scrimmage and not bring out garbage cans.
Oh, I know.
I mean, he had nobody.
Well, see, Ace had 1,600 yards passing, but he played in 5 games, 6.
Yeah.
So it's hard to get somebody on an All-State team.
A Sandrock record.
Yeah.
Still did. Missing this game. And I talked to Aaron a lot over at Sandrock that night. We got to talk a lot. It's always
yesterday from a distance.
It's good to see him. Well, I really enjoy talking to him. Smart. We got a lot of smart guys around here, and he coached with you. Y'all worked together
20 years ago.
Yeah.
Good assistant, great assistant. Let me tell you something. If you ever coach basketball with Aaron Ashley, and he says, "I've got an idea," put your pride to the side.
Just go along with it.
And take it, because it's probably going to get you a W. We were playing one time, let me tell this right quick, and we're up 7, and there's 2 minutes left. And I said, "Aaron, I want to hold the ball." "Don't do it." I said, "What?" And he goes, "Keep trying to score. Increase this lead." He goes, I'm telling you, don't do it. No, we're doing it. You know, make you sign, hold it, run 4 out, work the ball around. They come back and beat us. Wished I'd listened to it. Which I did most of the time. But Aaron's a good guy. And some other guys that made it from round that we showed interest in was the running back from Coosa Christian.
Mostello.
O'Brien, Cleat.
Yeah.
Mark was named Coach of the Year for 1A. Trace, the quarterback for Etowah, made it. Fluff Bothwell made it.
Ray Tucker or John David from Coosa, was they on any?
I didn't see them.
Okay.
I mean, I know I saw Cleat. And they might have.
Made a second team.
Mostello made first.
Yeah, I mean him, but I mean the others.
Yeah, and I didn't see Sism on there.
Really? Well, he's a playmaker.
Andalusia's quarterback was second team, and Andalusia's receiver was third team.
Hi, what?
Which
those guys are great.
Which everybody was like. And I will say this will be the last thing I say about the state championship game. But, they were like, Center should have put everybody in the box and stopped.
Well, then the quarterback would have thrown it.
Oh, my God. Hey, he was good, guys.
Yeah, I know.
They just ran the ball that day.
Yeah. They just did what they needed to do to win the game.
He was good.
The coach didn't try to be fancy.
No.
He just did. Hey, look, I got Cretan.
Yeah.
Just run the ball.
Yes, we're not taking any chances. Well, I think probably that interception that didn't stand, that was about it on the pass.
Yeah, he knew because Jack bounced around back there and Hayden made that one. And Jack will pick you biscuits.
Yeah, I mean, he had 7 interceptions.
And he's taking it to the house when he gets it. I've never seen somebody he's like a dang, shooting the rock out of a slingshot. He just gone. And he just run into the field and he's trying to score.
I've just got
great season.
I really like that kid.
Good season. Yeah, he plays a little chip on his shoulder, and that's just how he plays. That's the way he is.
I think yesterday sealed the deal for me because I'm not at the game anymore, and I'm going home, and he's walking down the road, and he's like,
"Oh yeah, he knows we give him good coverage, and he likes us, and he knows that we're homers for the. We're gonna give him good coverage, and we enjoy covering the county.
I think he plays fast. I heard he was the master of getting under the skin.
Oh sure, I mean you got to be good at it, man. He
and just said,
"Hey, what did I do?
Nothing."
Yeah.
Hey, that's a skill.
Yeah.
That's a skill.
We'll be back out there tomorrow, and so
yeah, we can't wait. I'm looking forward to the hospitality room.
Man. I don't know. Couldn't be any better.
I mean, I'll be there at some point. It's not going to be at 12 o'clock, but at some point.
Yeah. All right, guys. Y'all have a good week and have a holly jolly Christmas because next Sunday is Christmas and the next Sunday is New Year's. So we'll be on one day during the week to do kind of what we did.
In between Christmas and New Year. Yeah.
We'll go over some more bowl games and we'll kick around some more. Basketball kind of be over. The Christmas tournaments. Some of them's going to Panama. They're going to Florida.
Some of them do another one, don't they?
They'll be kind of done after this, and it'll be after.
Then what? Starting back on about the 5th
Tuesday, or they got like a.
When is the national championship game?
The 9th. I think it was the 9th. January 9th.
Our buddy from Cornwall said, "Get ready for an all Big Ten championship." He said, "Man, you're going to have to cover soccer that night because we won't want to cover it."
I'm pulling for khaki pants if he does. I think they got a good shot this year. And we're going to get more into that. We'll start breaking down. As it gets closer, first of the year, we'll really get into breaking down the big 4 game, the big, the major games.
Right.
Yeah, check out the Post Herald paper. Scott and Mr. Roy will have stuff up about this, and I got some pictures of Scott today to share to make the sports page look spoofy.
Right.
So we appreciate you guys. Yep, and Scott, and hats off to them. And had a little dinner out there Friday and had a good chicken fingers.
I love Scott. I don't see him. No.
Busy. He just stays busy, man. He's always got something going on.
Pretty good old guy.
Yep. Enjoyed my time out there, and so we'll be back sometime through the week. Do some more bowl coverage. Get ready for national championship game.
Yes, sir.
So, y'all have a good week. Keep your heads clear and your hearts full of God as always. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Autograph session will be open and free.
See y'all tomorrow.
Thank you.